In the meantime, the second part of our program, we're going to begin with a conversation with some students and also with their academic advisor. Steve Pustay is here from glenOak High School, as are Alex George, who's a junior at glenOak, and Derrick Swhitezor, who's a senior. Welcome to our show, guys. Put your headphones on. I didn't tell you to do that, did I? Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to take a break, sell some soap powder or something. And when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Steve, Alex, and Derrick. We're going to be talking about the glenOak 2010 5-Minute Film Festival. What a cool thing. So if you want to know more about that, you know what you got to do. Hang loose. All right, here on News Talk 1480, WHBC, 11:16 in the morning on a Tuesday morning. And it's 31 degrees out there, and we've got a great show underway. I want to welcome once again to our program Steve Pustay, Alex George, and Derrick Swhitezor. Steve is a teacher. Alex and Derrick are students. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Hello. Now, Steve, why don't you begin by telling us what the glenOak 2010 5-Minute Film Festival is all about? I understand it's your idea.
Yeah, it is. We were looking for a way to kind of stretch the creative sides of our television production kids, and so we invited students from all over the county to participate in a film festival contest. And the contest is real simple. 1 week to produce a 5-minute film that includes credits and soundtrack and can't be any longer than that 5 minutes. And then we had some restrictions for them that we gave as a kind of a secret. And they had to wait until they got those restrictions before they will begin work on their film.
Cool. Now, you're going to have, when is the festival itself?
The festival itself is this Friday, March 5th, 6 to 9 p.m. on the Abby Foltz stage at the glenOak High School Theater from 6 to 9. It's going to be a good time.
Okay. Now, Alex George, she's a junior. Welcome to our show, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Now, what role are you playing here?
Jeff Poland and I, we are hosting the awards night for the Film Fest, and we are just kind of talking our way through the show and going to introduce all of the nominees and do the red carpet walk and interview all the people on the red carpet.
Oh, so it's going to be like Hollywood.
It's going to be just like Hollywood.
Okay. Now, are you? So, if you're a hostess or co-hostess, and you're not in the contest.
Oh, of course I'm in the contest.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
Well, I am a part of a team that made a video, and we submitted our video, and we're hoping to get some kind of a prize.
Okay, you're not one of the judges, too, are you?
No, of course not. I can't be everything.
Okay, and Derrick Swhitezor is a senior. Derrick, what's your role with this?
I entered a film in the film festival, and I helped make graphics for the show.
Okay.
Our film is actually nominated for best film. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Derrick with the big brain. Steve, now this was your idea. What do you hope to accomplish with this?
What we really want to do is...
Hold on, let's get that mic turned on there. Okay.
We really want to do two things. We want to invite all of the kids from the county to network, because we have all these television stations and video production programs in different schools, and our kids have never met each other. They've never worked together. They've never collaborated on anything. And what we thought is this would be a great way to get all those schools together and to allow these kids to meet one another and see their creative side, see their work. And by making this kind of really restricted little film project, we thought that we would see some of their creative sides and have just a fun evening together, meeting with one another, and hopefully we're going to make some friendships as well before the night's over.
That's good. And we were talking off mic earlier that I have to compliment the glenOak Television and Communications Department. You guys have made some really big strides here in the last 3 or 4 years with new equipment, new techniques. But I think here in Stark County, we're fortunate because North Canton High School has a great program. Washington High over in Massillon has a great program. So I really applaud you on trying to bring all the other students around the county together for this particular project. Now, Alex, you're involved in this project. When you go to college, and I'm assuming you're going to college.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to major in something like this?
I would like to be a broadcast journalist, and so I'm going to go and study that.
Okay. Any college in particular?
Kent and OU are both great journalism schools, so it's kind of between those two at this point.
Mm-hmm. And Derrick, what about you?
If I'm pretty sure I'm going to start out going to Kent State, but I I have an interest in more the film aspect of it. So
rather than videotape?
Yeah. Well, so like I feel like I would probably maybe go to like eventually move on to like a film school, but not immediately.
And there is a big difference between video and film. Although some of the differences though have dissipated in the past. Now I've seen video that you could almost make it look like film, but it's a difference though in how you shoot film and how you shoot video.
Yeah, I actually just did a report on film versus digital.
Oh, really? I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Huh?
It was just an interesting topic.
And again, we were talking off mic, and I was saying that I do television programs. I've got another program coming up here very shortly, and I never really had a chance to go to any college or any school to learn. I had to learn by doing. Fortunately, I was hanging out with Dean Marini and Mike Tonjes over at Image Video and Channel 52 for the last 25 years, and they've taught me a lot of things just by doing. You guys are really fortunate. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
We have a huge head start.
Yes, you do. Now, what kind of equipment do you have over there at glenOak now?
Well, we just recently got the TriCaster, which is huge.
Yeah,
Tell our listening audience what a TriCaster is.
It's just a broadcasting system, but the one that we got actually has we can do green screen stuff. So we have a whole wall that's like green screen. We can have like virtual sets and stuff, and it's really cool.
Now, what kind of format are you shooting on these days? With your cameras?
What? Digital.
Digital HD? And what program, what editing program are you using in high school these days?
We're using Final Cut Pro in our studio at least.
And have you ever used Avid?
I have not. I've heard. I mean, I've kind of looked and tried to learn how to use it, but I've never actually used it.
And the point I think that I'm trying to make is that when I was in fact, the last 10 years or so, Avid was the primary editing format. Final Cut, though, is rapidly taking it over. And my two sons who have been in the business, in fact, my older son has a business in Las Vegas where he does this. He's a Final Cut nerd. He loves Final Cut. But my youngest son, who goes to Mount Union uses Avid.
Really?
But fortunately, Dexter's proficient in both formats. Avid and Final Cut. I'm not proficient in either. Now, Steve, what's coming up in your department, in the industry, in the school district? What can students look forward to in the continuing evolution of communications and broadcast in high schools?
This whole idea of virtual set technology is really changing what we're doing. It has really changed the way we perform all of our programming at glenOak High School. It is a very portable system. We can do things that we've done on the road. For example, we did a elementary kind of almost Reading Rainbow type program. Actually, in the kindergartens themselves, took along a green screen and put them into a treehouse set. And we have a little Reading Rainbow program called Treehouse that we did with all of our kindergartens.
You've been doing that for a long time.
We've been doing that for a long time. And we used to do it on a real virtual set where the kids would actually climb into a set, and now we do it virtually, and it looks just as good, and it's really fun.
Okay.
One other thing I might mention real quickly is Derrick is one of 3 high school students in the state of Ohio who has been actually certified in Final Cut Pro by Apple Computer. Our kids at the end of their junior and senior years get to take certification tests from Apple Computer, online tests, very, very difficult.
Right. And
Apple is a certified Final Cut editor.
Cool.
Pretty cool thing.
Cool. We're going to take another break. We'll be back in a second. We're talking about the Real Awards, the glenOak 2010 5-Minute Film Festival. We've got 2 students and a teacher in the house. Steve Pustay is the student. Just kidding, Steve. Just kidding. Alex George, she's a junior at glenOak, and Derrick Swhitezor is a senior at glenOak. And when we come back, we'll conclude our conversation with all 3 of them. 330.